We put the most powerful telescope ever built into orbit. James Webb was built to answer questions about quickly vanishing galaxies. The most mysterious galaxy, though, is visible in the night sky with the naked eyes. And right now, it's flying straight at us. Scientists continue to face many complicated challenges from the Andromeda galaxy, which has baffled them more than once or twice. In this video, learn how this galaxy expanded our cosmos by millions of times and why do we discover some of the most incredible black holes there yet never observe a single planet? And what questions remain unanswered about the Andromeda galaxy? How was it able to fool so many astronomers, even Hubble? Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, a Persian scientist, was the first to refer to this galaxy as a nebulous smudge in the 10th century. He was certain he saw a space cloud. Simon Marius, a German astronomer, detected a strange glow coming from the Andromeda galaxy in the 17th century. Like a candle shining through a trumpet, to quote. That astronomers had no understanding what they were looking at is demonstrated by all these strange metaphors. William Herschel, a British astronomer, came to the conclusion that Andromeda, a nebula made of gas and dust that allowed bright stars to show through, was the closest nebula to Earth in the late 18th century. This meant the galaxy was relatively small, just a few dozen light-years in diameter. Scientists were brilliantly fooled by it a century ago when they believed that the Milky Way and a few nearby tiny nebulae were all there is to our universe. When he disagreed with self-assured Hebrew Curtis in 1920, American astronomer Harlow Shapely dared to take a chance on his reputation. Curtis had the audacity to assert that Andromeda is a distinct galaxy that is located 5,000 light-years distant during the long debate. Shapely and the vast majority of scientists resisted the idea that the Milky Way might have any planetary companions and stood their ground, and it took the renowned Edwin Hubble till 1925 to eventually defeat them. He discovered Cepheid variable stars in the Andromeda galaxy using the most advanced telescope available at the time, and he determined their distance because their brilliance was exactly known to be almost a million light-years away. However, it was eventually discovered that Andromeda had fooled even Hubble. The researcher was unaware that there are other kinds of stars, including Cepheids. In fact, at 2.5 million light-years, the distance between us and the galaxy is over 3 times bigger. Andromeda has been confusing us with a huge amount of other secrets ever since it first revealed its actual colors and made our cosmos hundreds of times larger. It never stops challenging all we know about galaxies and other things. The spiral structure with wide gaps between its arms was visible in its first detailed image, which was captured in the late 19th century. At that time, scientists realized that the Milky Way as we see it from the inside is not at all a solid stellar disk, but rather resembles a spiral whirlpool. The shape of Andromeda then presented a fresh conundrum. It was known that the galaxy's disk measured 220 light-years in diameter, making it twice as big as the Milky Way, when American astronomer Vera Rubin began studying it in the early 1970s. Rubin predicted that given their size, the stars located at the disk's outermost edge could rotate extremely slowly. However, they were navigating it at high speeds, much like race cars on a track. Andromeda should have been destroyed long ago in this deadly game. Rubin came to the conclusion that the only explanation for this conundrum involved a massive cloud containing an invisible material that might prevent the galaxy from disintegrating. Massive dark matter galaxy halos were found in this manner by astronomers, though their exact composition is still unknown. Andromeda has allowed scientists to produce accurate simulations of the evolution and motion of galaxies. They then encountered a new issue. Numerous dwarf satellite galaxies can be shown forming around any giant galaxy in the majority of simulations. There are only a few dozens of them in actuality. Where are the others? Only in 2022 did Italian amateur astronomer Giuseppe Donatiello unexpectedly discover Pegasus 5, an ultra-fine galaxy not far from Andromeda's disk. Because the majority of the stars in this galaxy are so old, its visibility is very low. 12.5 billion years ago, Pegasus 5 was forming. Dwarf galaxies typically don't last very long since their larger neighbors eat them up. Because of this, Andromeda's partner is a priceless example of an early cosmic artifact. Now that we know, most dwarf galaxies could be right in front of us. Thus, the simulations developed by academics are accurate. One of them has shown something exceptional. Andromeda will collide with the Milky Way at a terrific speed in 3 billion years, regardless of anything we do. Fortunately, both galaxies have few stars, making collisions rare. But that's not the main cause for alarm. The presence of other items there worries scientists. And that's all for today, guys. Enlighten us with your thoughts, share them in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon for more amazing videos. And thank you for watching.